Hello, this is novaTopFlex, and as you may be able to tell, I'm actually touring the KDE Plasma, that is Plasma made by KDE, Desktop Environment, effectively. Some of the shortcuts are similar to what you'd expect on the GNOME desktop, though not all the shortcuts are necessarily supported. There is a dock on the standard KDE Plasma, and it's normally going to be on the bottom. This compares to the Unity desktop where the launchers on the side and traditional, what you might think of when you think of Linux, has the dock on the side. That's actually older versions of distros like Ubuntu, like Unity. I believe that on GNOME, the application launcher defaults to the bottom and no longer to the left or right sides, usually the left side. This is what your application launcher looks like, and you'll see favorites. You can actually hover with this desktop environment for the most part if your system supports it. Maybe on some older and slower systems you may be required to actually click, but overall you should just be able to hover when you're on this system. You'll see application names like Bracero on KDE, and then Rofi is another one. The Rofi application, by the way, is related to the Rofi theme selector. There's Julia documentation, and that's in Lost and Found. And you may actually, some of you may compare this to your Microsoft Windows experience, especially Windows 11 and slightly older Windows 10. Now, there are different options, like system settings, for instance, is what I'm going to demonstrate to you. The cursor moves and the application icons are in miniature. Once you actually open system settings, you will be able to see everything possible here, like removable storage and Thunderbolt. Thunderbolt, there are no Thunderbolt devices connected. I don't think this computer even has Thunderbolt. Device actions, removable devices, all that. You can browse files with File Manager. You have different settings. You have the firewall settings, proxy, connection, SSL, cookies, Windows shares. Kind of everything that you need on a system with Plasma. Most of your systems are meant to be integrated, especially with Google Android, especially so with the Plasma compared to other systems. You may see some warning signs like trash, empty. That's novaTopFlex, that's me, network, and then the overall computer. You should be able to double click and then it'll tell you warning. This will start the program computer. Or warning. This will start the program of trash, empty. I think that this trash community, or not community rather, but trash application, while these might be warnings, I think this is all PCManFM, so, or maybe PCManFM cute. But I do trust all these programs because the file manager is PCManFM on most of these. So this is actually PCManFM cute, which is even better because PCManFM cute is the Qt programming language, and this Qt language is kind of the most important one you can expect on a system like this. So all these icons, they might give you warnings because there are warning icons on the bottom right, but usually you have PCManFM Qt before you have anything else. And then there's the Gmail feed, which also has a warning, but not because it's a malicious program. And just because it says it's malicious doesn't mean it necessarily is. Like PCManFM Qt in this case is not at all malicious in any real way. How about, can you do Control-Alt-T to open a terminal? It might not work necessarily as well as on GNOME, but here it is the console with a K, and you'll see that this is a unique feature of these windows. You also have a top left corner button, which is an icon which you may not have in the GNOME desktop, and then Alt F4 to close, which is common even on Microsoft Windows, and you can do it here too. It's just like GNOME also. If you like this type of content and would like to learn more about the